Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. The conference opener in the SEC for both of these teams. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. And the Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He's looking downfield to throw, trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. Wants to return it. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Offense changing the play. Throwing, Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Bennett. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Go. Move. 496 to none. Shift. Running inside, it's Clark. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds us back in the middle. Holding on the defense is just a gift to the offense with the automatic first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's as if you're in GOAT in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dumb.
Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The run inside. It's McAllister. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Tuggle. Got room at the 35. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Sellers dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's McAllister. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They'll run it. It's Clark. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Spade. Joker. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Here's Sellers to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, but then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me with my speed.
Touchdown, South Carolina! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to end. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's nuts. The sack's starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. A little screen to the running back. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down.
And a really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down situation in the game. Play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets a block. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quarterback making checks. Throwing, Sellers. Got a man, it's Clark. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Fires to the big fella. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together and made some explosive plays, and now just executing on third down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Look out, he's got room. Picks up the first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They go play action with Sellers. Fires to the wideout. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On the run, it's Hawkins. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Intercepted. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun to give, looking for room. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Sellers. Makes the catch. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
To throw, it's Sellers. Looking to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
2-14 close. 2-14 close. Win.
Here's Sellers to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Kill.
He'll take it himself. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? got his man on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down.
And the Oklahoma State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Just a precious few ticks remaining. This likely the final play of the first half. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Last-ditch effort to get points before the half. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big gain. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things.
Wait. Swap. Down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Play fake, Sellers. Hit as he throws. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. Quarterback keeper. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And listen, QB job #1, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
Catch in the middle. It's Green. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cowboys in a good spot here with second and short. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. Sellers from the gun on third down. Lets it fly. He's got him wide open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup.
Maybe a crease.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
And the Cowboys will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Punt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got enough for the first. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. Running inside, it's Clark. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That's reeled in. It's Harbor. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Auguste. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Run in the red zone, it's McAllister. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run inside. It's Clark. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And the extra point is good.
Oklahoma State, 0.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
Oklahoma State offense will take over. First and 10.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
First down for the offense.